Check-in number 4. And guess who done goofed up? Your boy right here done goofed up. And not a total catastrophe, but this week I was doing pretty good for the first 5 days or so. But the last 2 days or so, there was just a lot going on. I was just going through a lot of stress, let's just say. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go over my caffeine limit for the week. And that was what I did. How did I feel about it? Well, in the moment, I was like, woohoo! I get to go over, right? Even though I'm not supposed to. But like, I was excited to be able to consume more than 200 milligrams of caffeine on that particular day. And you know what? The saddest part is it didn't even really do anything for me. I mean, maybe it did something. Maybe it kept me feeling normal. You know, maybe it kept me feeling not sleepy, right? Whereas maybe if I didn't take the extra amount, I would have been sleepy. So yeah, it is kind of sad where, you know, I think I took over like double of the amount that, you know, I was on a daily. So I think I ended up taking like 400 or 500, you know, each of those 2 days that I went over. And the sad part is that I didn't really feel much different, you know, like it would have been a different story if I took it and I just felt like, you know, like way more elevated. But it was just like, oh, like this is a bunch of nothing. Which kind of brings me to my next point, which is, you know, I've been tapering for what, like a month now, and my dose has been decreased by more than over half than what I was taking, you know, which was 500-600 milligrams a day. And you know, like now I've been on this 200, you know, 200 plus per day for a few weeks now. And those 2 days that I went over, like, you know, when I took 400 or 500, it didn't really do anything. You know, like I would think in my head that, oh, you know, my new dose now is, you know, 200 per day. So if I end up taking 400 on a particular day, then I should feel something, right? But unfortunately, that was not the case, which really goes to show that for someone like me who was such a long-term consumer and an addict, that, you know, maybe going a month or two on a decreased dose might not really do anything for tolerance, you know? So, you know, now it's leading me to also think like, okay, like when I go completely off the caffeine, maybe even after like weeks or a month of no caffeine, and, you know, me just, you know, consuming caffeine again, you know, taking like a double shot or like a quad shot or something, maybe I'll feel something, but maybe I won't, because maybe it just won't be enough time for my tolerance to go down, you know. And I don't think it will ever go down to where it was, you know, before I ever even consumed caffeine or drank coffee. So I don't think I'll ever return to that baseline, but, you know, hopefully it'll just go down, you know, like compared to where my tolerance is now. I would hope it would at least go down significantly, you know, where I will be able to actually feel something from caffeine if I choose to consume it in the future. But yeah, I mean, other things, I mean, energy wise and whatnot, I haven't really noticed much difference, or maybe I just haven't paid enough attention because this past week has just been super slammed. But we're coming near the end of August already, and my goal is to start my no caffeine come September. So, you know, I think where I am in terms of my tapering, I'm like behind, right? Because this past week was a 200 daily, and this, my bad, my cat was eating tape. I'm addicted to caffeine. He's addicted to eating plastic. So let me know if you have a cat who is also addicted to eating plastic. But yeah, so this week my goal is to consume 150 per day, and by mid next week would be September already. So if you look at my trajectory of how I've been tapering, you know, it was like 250 one week, and then 200, and then now this coming week is 150. So I can't really, so my cutoff point will be, you know, like I'll end my caffeine consumption with a tapering of around 100 or 150 milligrams per day, which, you know, I mean, 150 is low for me, obviously, but to the normal person, you know, 150 is, you know, a cup or two of coffee. It's equivalent to like 2 shots of espresso. So I don't know, like in my mind I was thinking more of like, oh, maybe I'll taper to like 50 per day before I go to 0, but you know, I'm behind, so it looks like I'll be going from 100 to a 0, and we'll just see how that goes. You know, that's on me for getting behind on my tapering, because you know, I had fuck ups here and there, you know, so and my unwillingness to just stick to the plan, but you know, whatever, I will be the one paying the consequences. Who knows how it'll go, right? Like, I just envision myself when I'm off caffeine for the month that I'm gonna be like napping 3-4 times a day. I'm just gonna be low energy, but who knows? I don't know. Only way to know is to do it and be in it and report on it. So yeah, that's it for this week, and hopefully I'll have some fun, exciting news for you guys next week, but maybe not, so we'll see.